is the bait shack. It's right here in downtown Anchorage. I have clothes on underneath, but I was cold. Anyway, I'm in my bathroom. I'm gonna get ready. So we had so many plans. We rented stuff. Stuff was on rent, the whole 9 yards, a machine to come, blah, blah, blah. And today it has either 100% chance of rain for 12 solid hours, and it lowers the lowest at 3 a.m. today. It says it will be 80% chance of rain. The hard part with working outside, especially any areas that are dirt, such as the garden or things you want to keep maintained, is when it is soaking wet like that, it totally turns it to like concrete if you walk on it. So I'm gonna get ready. We're gonna go with the flow. I have the greatest best friend husband on the planet, and he has run to do an errand, and he said, get ready. He's got plans. Here we go. Join us today. Welcome to Modern Homestead Alaska. We are Aaron and Jessica Milnes. We are building a modern homestead outside of Wasilla, Alaska, with the help of 3 of our children. Our second son, Caleb, our daughter, Cody Ann, and the youngest of our family, Wyatt, along with our 3 dogs, Tipper and Daisy, and the newest addition, Roberto. That was real. I put a cookie in my mouth. Little Saturday afternoon dress. Hair's blow dried. Curly because it's rainy. And straight hair would just be awful today. So let's do light makeup because we're just gonna go on a little date, have a little fun, and then do something even cooler that requires no makeup. Little blush. Make it look like we got more sun than we did, because girl, it won't stop raining. A little more contour. A little setting powder. This is a tinted setting powder. All right, let's do something fun with the eyes. L'Oreal Paris, little mascara. The second part of what we're doing today requires a dressing change. If I've learned anything, living here in Alaska, it is always take an extra hoodie. One to wear and one to wear home. So, I got pants, shirt, 2 hoodies, and 1 raincoat. Did you know that Anchorage, for small as it is, actually has a Bass Pro and a Cabela's? Depending on the time of the year and what I'm doing, the Home Depot is probably always my favorite store, but the other thing we like to do is go to Cabela's. Well, I've never been to Cabela's, but Bass Pro and Sportsman's, we go there all the time. But Cabela's is way, way, way on the other side of Anchorage than where I normally go. However, Aaron said the Cabela's is awesome. Because I've never actually been to the Cabela's, we are going to go to Cabela's. We looked at going to like the Earth and Science museums and those sort of things, but it's 3 o'clock already in the afternoon here, Anchorage time, and all of that stuff closes at 4. So to Cabela's it is. is bigger than, is it bigger than the bass pro?
I like it.
Welcome to Cabela's. This is cool. Look at the walruses. Ooh, look at the size of that one. Ooh, hi, Pam. Oh, look at that.
What are you gonna do with that? Yeah, exactly.
I have no idea. I just want it.
That? No.
Yeah. Look at that. That's super cool.
This is what I want you to buy. So what's this tent? That one. 8-person.
Jeez. Who's the 8 people you got sleeping in there?
Well, you know, my fat butt counts about 3 of them.
Gotcha.
So.
Gotcha. When we were walking in, Aaron's like, what did you tell me? Wait until I saw what?
The fishing section. Look at it.
Oh my gosh. Look at that. Oh. So many choices.
That's what you got suckered into.
I know.
The $59 pole, and you paid $200.
No, I
got the
chose
ugly
my own
stick.
reel. I chose my own reel. I'll show you guys. I got a whole new setup specifically for salmon, and I did buy it from a local fishing shop, which meant I did probably pay some upcharge. However, they set it up, and anyway, I'll show it to you later. But Ugly Stick is the brand of the pole part, not the reel. Remember our last fishing video? Snapped a reel, and that was actually the 2nd or 3rd reel that we snapped on that same river. So I only snapped one. Caleb and his friend snapped the other 2.
Have you ever heard of the weight that is called claw?
Sorry about that.
Oh, no problem.
Finding stuff.
What I want to do is find one of these that's plug and play with the one we got. They're a little easier to operate.
Yeah.
You know, make a little more sense.
$1,000, no, $300, $400.
Yeah. But I'm hoping if I can,
$600?
if I find the same brand, like the Garmin, right? So like this is Garmin. I don't know, need nothing that big, but this is Garmin too. Find something like this, and then I'll hook up to the same things that's already hooked up to the boat, so I don't have to run all new stuff.
Gotcha.
Right?
Yeah. These are sections that I find myself obsessed with because each one of these beads, so you string it, you have to have a bead for salmon, and they don't actually, most of the different kinds of salmon don't actually like attack a lure because they're just going up the river. But to make it fair fishing, you still have to have a bead or something on the hook. You just can't hook them unless you're snagging. That's a whole different story. Anyway, but literally it's like a rainbow in here. Believe it or not, when we talk about like the expense of it, 29 cents a piece. If you lose several of these because they're getting snagged, and then the little ones that we were using on the Russian River at 50 cents a piece, so on, like really truly on top of your poles and all the rest of your gear, everything adds up after a while.
Oh, the very first time when I caught my king, they were using those big diver things that made them dive.
Oh yeah, those like spin things.
Yeah.
These are for halibut. They're super, that entire thing is like a lead weight. It's crazy. We have fish in Alaska big enough for lures like this. Look at this. A $59 lure. I don't need it, Aaron.
You don't need it.
No.
It's a butt cracker, it says.
So dumb. I like a bunch of these during ice fishing. They glow in the dark, and it's dark in the winter, obviously. Look at them. We don't have these. Cool.
Camo. And then I have the freestyle.
That's what I'm saying, like they freeze in and then
Get ready for our date.
now I'm like,
Looks like an expensive date.
Freestone and a double XL and a single XL.
Off camera.
It's like 2 yours.
Try it on, big guy. Put it on, big guy.
Yeah.
You. So who's the shopper?
You.
How about this? How about stringers? What did you buy?
I had to get
New
dressed
waders?
for our date.
You had to get dressed? I'm already dressed. I'm already dressed for the date.
Figured we come down here.
Okay, what is it? It's a bacon mac and cheese
Where bacon burnt ends.
and barbecue sauce. So where are we at? Thank you.
Hey, sir. Oh, we'll try it.
We are at Spinard Roadhouse. It's one of my favorites. It's not Aaron's favorite, but I love the bacon of the month and their pizzas. And Cody and I really, really love to come here. But macaroni salad with chunks of burnt ends and bacon in the macaroni salad.
These were hot.
Is it good? Are they cold? It's actually really good. What do you think?
I do so much better.
Do you? I like bacon macaroni salad. What do you got?
Not very super hot.
Okay, so my favorite pizza has prosciutto and figs and goat cheese and arugula, and it is delicious. It's the only thing I've ever ordered here, and I've gotten it so many times. Why change a perfect thing? Prosciutto is kind of like bacon.
Have a favorite with your burgundy.
It's so good.
Latin American rye.
That's where my shit's coming from. I didn't.
What stuff is coming from?
Construction foam that I'm putting in the hole.
Cruise past and back down. I'm gonna see. The parking lot is packed. Holy cow. Holy cow, Anchorage.
Bigger fishing or what are they doing?
I don't know. Let's go talk to the guy. Here's the train depot. This is the bait shack. It's right here in downtown Anchorage. And they do bait and tackle. They could do guides. But the first time Aaron and I ever fished here in Alaska, we actually rented our gear from them instead of flying all of it to Alaska. You can rent it for a day, a few hours, and you can even rent it for like a week. All right, Aaron, you about to learn something?
Thanks, Frank.
We're gonna learn you.
All right, you want to come over and do this?
Get
Oh,
it.
I'm watching it, bud. Watch it.
We're here at the bait shack. They're gonna set up Aaron's rod. Okay, what are we putting on it?
Starting with a bobber stop.
That makes total sense now.
Yep. Then we'll put on a bead next. May have to go get my glasses.
I hear you, buddy.
Oh yeah.
Well, I do the same thing now. Irritating, isn't it?
Yeah, the whole body falling apart.
Yeah.
It's kind of annoying. A friend of mine and I were talking that his doctor referred to him as a decommissioned athlete. I was like, yeah, I get it, man. It's like the mind still wants to compete, but the body's not ready to do it anymore. There. Alright, then we use beads to protect our knots so they don't get beat up by the float. I just moved up after spending 20 years in Montana fly fishing. I haven't played with tackle and bait since I was a kid, and it's a lot of fun. I can't wait to catch a fish underneath the bobber.
Yeah.
I was guiding a young couple from Minnesota. Dustin started them off, and the husband caught two little pinks. And then we tapped out, and I went down to a different spot with him, put her on a bobber thinking we were going to catch a silver, and she got a 13-pound king on the last day of king season.
I love it.
Oh yeah, I've never been that nervous netting a fish in my entire life. I was like, I got to get this one in.
Our first.
And her husband wanted to limit out so bad because he knew he wasn't going to catch a bigger fish.
Yeah.
He fished till his arm fell off. There's no way he was using his right arm the next day. He couldn't stop. It's like, oh, it's just one more bait. It was like 6 more baits after that. I was like, buddy, what are you thinking now? He's like, okay, yeah, probably.
Our first Alaska salmon was what? Right here on Fish Creek with rented gear from the bait shack.
Nice.
And it was my king. My king.
Nice. That's awesome.
I was the only one that caught a fish that day. So that was what? 2019? 2019, we've been coming back ever since. This is the owner.
No, oh, you got some 100-foot line too. There you go.
Track one down. Oop, there it is. Perfect. So this main weight here is to get your bobber vertical quickly.
Yep.
Dustin said these silvers will be in top 2 feet of the water column, so you want that bobber up and down real quick. And then down below, we got a split shot to help keep your egg row down. And there's an extra bobber stopper for you.
Buddy.
Thank you.
All right, you guys
Thanks,
are
sir.
good to go.
So make sure you check them out. They also have Instagram, and it's just the bait shack. So thanks, guys.
Thanks, bud.
All right, change of outfit. Hair goes up. New clothes on. It's fishing time.
I'm going down the mud hole now.
Okay, babe. Now what? So what are we doing on my...
We're gonna hook you up spinning.
Well, first of all, show everyone my brand new setup.
I don't need to show them, you should.
I'll show 'em. So some of you asked why we don't set everything up before we get down there. Well, we do sometimes, and then it depends, because this is a really short walk. When we are fishing on the Russian River, you're gonna lose 30 hooks. So it doesn't matter if you're set up before you get that down there or whatever. These fishing poles are 9 foot long. So when you're dragging it through like the forest and all of that, you're catching on things, and it's hard on your gear. And so right here, we're just downtown Anchorage, if you can see that, and we're gonna go fishing, so we can just carry our poles that short of a distance really easily.
You're gonna want it in there. Try it.
All right.
You probably want that pretty tight. That's set up.
I'm ready.
There's your new pole.
What is it? It's pink?
Pink.
Pink on pink, and then an ugly stick. And then this is the difference. So this pole itself is for a 12 to 25 pound. And then the reel is a much more heavy duty reel. Look at that. So that's the new setup.
Yeah, carry that.
Where you want to go? See that's,
That bridge and kind of fish over by ourselves.
yep. What'd you say about the weather? Look at me. What'd you say about this weather?
Rainy.
And it's what? Perfect fishing weather. Well, we got skunked on the fish. We got super wet. It rained so bad. I have hives really bad. But it was the perfect date. The perfect date. Don't you agree?
Perfect.
It is so cool to fish downtown Anchorage, right? I mean, there is music playing. Look at, there's the shipping yard.
Nothing like fishing.
All the trains were coming by. It's just totally crazy. It is so crazy. It's quite the experience, and we totally recommend if you come to Anchorage, even if it's hard fishing, right? Like the only fish we've ever caught here on Ship Creek is my very first king, and the only king I've ever caught, we caught here our very first trip to Alaska. and I fell in love. I've been hooked ever since, right? So anyway, thank you guys for joining us today. We had a great time. We hope you did too. If you hit the subscribe button, ring the bell, you'll get notifications. You can follow along everything that we are doing on our homestead, and we hope that you choose to join us. Thank you to those of you who have been here a very long time and continue to stick around for the long haul. You are greatly appreciated. We love you, we appreciate you. God bless, and we'll see you guys in the next video. Bye. Oh, it's coming from there, like all those tents. Look, there's like a whole concert. What the heck?
Hey, oh, that hurt the back.
Bless you.
That hurt the back.
What is it? Driving by. Take me by the party I'm not invited to. Remember, they used to have a farmer's market right there. Not that anymore. It's a party, huh?